And here's the Vegan's Almanac for today, the 23rd of October, 2024. October 23rd is Swallows Depart from San Juan Capistrano Day. This day marks the migration of the thousands of the famous cliff swallows of San Juan Capistrano. They leave town every year in a swirling mass near the day of San Juan. They then head for their winter vacation spot 6,000 miles south in Goya Corrientes, Argentina. Each year, they return on or about March 19th, St. Joseph Day. Their migration has been marked for generations. The swallow celebration began centuries ago when mission padres observed that the birds returned each year on or about St. Joseph's Day, March 19th. Thousands of orange-tailed migrants fly in to reclaim their old nests in the ancient arches and walls of the mission and to raise their young in the valley. The swallows of San Juan Capistrano made the mission and the city world famous. The Capistrano birds have probably been returning to the area for centuries. They transferred their nest to the eaves of the mission when it was built near two rivers. This was an ideal spot for swallows to nest and raise their young. Billions of insects necessary to their survival thrived in the open fields and wetlands near the riverbeds, and the swallows could get plenty of mud for building their nests. But today, San Juan Capistrano is a growing city. The swallows have found more eaves to nest under, but their food supply is dwindling as humans take over the wetlands and riverbeds for businesses and homes. Now the swallows are nesting farther from the center of town, and visitors no longer see clouds of swallows descending on the mission as they once did. Still, the swallows are Capistrano's most famous citizens. The birds are not only well known, but well loved and protected here. The city is by law a bird sanctuary. Today, Capistrano says goodbye and safe travels to the swallows, knowing they will faithfully return next spring in mid-March. The publication of Ethical Vegetarianism and Veganism, edited by Andrew and Clair Linzey, was on this day in 2018. The protest against meat eating may turn out to be one of the most significant movements of our age. It is difficult to think of a more urgent moral problem than the fate of billions of animals killed every year for human consumption. This book argues that vegetarians and vegans are not only protesters, but also moral pioneers. It provides 25 chapters which stimulate further thought, exchange, and reflection on the morality of eating meat. A rich array of philosophical, religious, historical, cultural, and practical approaches challenge our assumptions about animals and how we should relate to them. This book provides global perspectives with insights from 11 countries: US, UK, Germany, France, Belgium, Israel, Austria, the Netherlands, Canada, South Africa, and Sweden. Focusing on food consumption practices, it critically foregrounds and unpacks key ethical rationales that underpin vegetarian and vegan lifestyles. It invites us to revisit our relations with animals as food and as subjects of exploitation, suggesting that there are substantial moral, economic, and environmental reasons for changing our habits. And here's a poem for today, Swallows by Leonora Speyer. They dip their wings in the sunset. They dash against the air as if to break themselves upon its stillness. In every moment, too swift to count, is a revelry of indecision, a furtive delight in trees they do not desire, and in grasses that shall not know their weight. They hover and lean toward the meadow with little edged cries, and then, as if frightened at the earth's nearness, they seek the high austerity of evening sky and swirl into its depth. Swallows by Leonora Speyer. This has been the Vegan's Almanac with a reminder to be a moral pioneer. Live vegan.